guys, Hornaz with you here, bringing you a Black Clover episode review, episode 56. This episode was real good. It continued again with another backstory of the man Fenzel, or Zell for short, Asta's teacher, the guy who we see in the opening with the red hair and the wind magic around him. This was a story of how the Black Bulls and Noel knew about this guy now. Because last week was a flashback of how Asta met him. This week is going to be how the Black Bulls met him. And it was funny because his bad habit of being naked happened and he got beat up by assassins. And he lost everything. And he went up to Noel, who he saw with a wand that, that reminded him of somebody. And he went up to her to ask, where you get that wand from, but because of the way he was dressed and the way he looked, she thought of him as a pervert, as a stalker, so she's attacking him and then running back to the base. And she runs and she hides behind Yami. And he comes in to, talk, and they all just beat the heck out of him. And then they tie him up, and they start circling him. And Charmy is taking a frying pan and beating him with it. Then you have Noelle in the corner crying, because, a pervert's after her, and could have done God knows what. And then you have Vanessa there comforting her, saying, "Oh, poor thing, you didn't even have to go through this." And it was just funny seeing all this bad luck happening to me. It's like, hey guys, this is a misunderstanding. I just wanted to ask something, and I lost all my stuff. That's why I'm naked. But they didn't believe him, and they were gonna beat him more. But the captain said no. Then Captain Yami called, downtown to report this guy. But Asta comes in and he sees Asta and he's like, "Hey, Asta," and Asta's like, "Hey, Zell," and everyone kind of like shook. And then he explained the situation to them, and they finally listened to him. So they let him go and they hid him and stuff and gave him food, and it was just hilarious. The first 5-6 minutes was about that, and it was just hilarious. But he finally gets to ask Noelle the question he wanted, and it was about the wand. Where did he get it from? And she said, "Someone from the black market gave it to me. Their name is Code." And he got happy because he's like, "Oh, that's my fiance, Demel. Not Demel, I'm sorry. Dominia. I'm pronouncing it right. I'm probably butchering her name, but so forgive me. I was going to say Domain, but that's not it either. But Dominia. And she was like, "Well, that can't be because this lady's Code." And then he says her whole name, Dominia Code, so she was going by her last name, but which is kind of weird because if you're hiding out somewhere, you usually use it like a code name or a fake name. So it's like using your real last name as your code name defeats the purpose, since that your kingdom is looking for you. And though they probably won't think of going to the Diamond Kingdom to look for her, since the Diamond Kingdom and the Clover Kingdom are enemies. They probably won't think about going there anyway, but still, just in case, when you're hiding from someone, you won't use your real name. Or use your last name as your first name, or switch them back, because, it's going to be easy to detect you. But that was kind of weird, but, yeah, they were supposed to go and get her, but, the building got attacked by the assassins that, were hunting down Zell earlier. And basically, they came up with this battle plan. Noelle uses her water dome magic surrounding the black tower, where the Black Bulls live at. So as long as it's in that, bubble, it can get damaged. And then everyone just breaks out and starts attacking. And they beat these guys pretty fast. Especially Commander, I think his name was Galileo or Galileo, something like that. This man gets one shot by Gush, then one shot by Gray, and it's like, then he gets later on beat up by both Asta and his teacher Zell. It's like, this man has been get beat 3 times today, and each time with one shot. This is like, the last time with Asta and his teacher, that was a one shot done off screen, so that was the worst one. It's like, this guy's not strong at all. Yeah, he's the commander of this assassin unit, so it's like, why would you send somebody this weak? Yeah, he has numbers, but he's weak. He does have an interest in magic, though. So, but I'll say that for later. But yeah, again, after they beat them, he found out that the guy who was choking him was not Zell, but it was actually Gray in disguise, in that big buff form that she usually is in. And Asta and Zell, Fenville, and Noelle actually went to go pick up Domino. I keep saying Domino, but Dominia. And Mobile was there, his student. And she was there, and she explained she's not an enemy. She wants to get revenge against these people from the Diamond Kingdom, but she's not ready to run away like they are and be hunted. So she's going to still work with them, but this is going to be her way of revenge by letting them escape somewhere far where they can't be found and live happily. This is going to be like her revenge towards her Diamond Kingdom, but respect and a send-off to her teacher. But things didn't go that way because they got interrupted by the commander, and this is when we see his magic. Now, he has spatial magic, just like Finrail, but he has a spell that was pretty cool, where, like, he teleports you, like, to this another dimension that's like a red room, and in that red room, he can create these creatures made of spatial energies, that their hands are swords. And they look like they're made of clay, but it's not really clay, it's spatial energy, but it doesn't matter, because, like, they all got one shot by Asta and his teacher, and then he got one shot afterwards, off screen, so. But it's still pretty interesting magic. I mean, we know spatial magic is actually a rare magic. Kind of like how in My Hero Academia, teleporting magic, or teleporting quirks, are extremely rare. So, same with Black Clover. Anyone with that type of magic is rare. Anyone with light magic or dark magic is also rare. Actually, rare, I believe. But, sad that the corny characters like this had a really good magic, but wasn't really strong enough or had enough skills to actually beat these guys. But in the end of the episode, Mabel ended up actually leaving anyway, and they technically, by record, she got kidnapped by these guys, but she's not really being kidnapped. But it was a good episode. Enjoyed it, especially the ending part when he's like, "Hey, remember when I got beat up earlier and I lost all my stuff?" He picks up a random CK and be like, "Can I have money?" And everyone just like, "What?" That was hilarious. Everyone in the cat agrees and smiled and laughed. It was like, not laughed, but did a meow, but with like a smile on his face. It was like, it was hilarious. This episode had a lot of good, funny moments, but it was just really good action-wise as well. And the funny thing about this episode was that with all this good stuff we had, this is not a real episode. This is just a flashback episode, just like last week. Last week was Asta's flashback of how he met Zell. And this week was how the Black Bulls helped him and met him, so. And the reason why we got all this is to explain why Noelle knows him and why she's up to him and his wife, because she wants to ask, is there anything y'all know that can help Asta with his arms? And she explained the situation to him. And in return, they say, you have to go to the Witch's Forest. And we found out the Witch's Forest is a... we ain't getting to find out what it is, but, because, like, we cut over to the Witch's Forest exactly when she said it, and we see Vanessa there. And I'm like, okay, Vanessa had the same idea, but how does she know about it? And Vanessa says something very interesting. She says, "Witches, open up the door. Your first and only first grade graduate has returned." And I was like, whoa, what? And then the door opens up. All these black crows, like, grab her, like, in a hand type shape, and they pull her in the door, and then the door closes. And that was the end of the episode. Creepy as heck, but kind of cool to know that this is technically where she's mostly from, since she graduated here. That, or maybe her parents gave her up, and she was raised here, but she actually is from the Clover Kingdom. Or maybe she's from the Diamond Kingdom, and they gave her up here, her to be raised. She graduated, but never went back, and she went to the Clover Kingdom. Either way, we're going to get her backstory most likely in that next episode, 57, and probably in the next episode after that, 58. Even though in the previews, we've seen her in front of this witch, and she's beating on the floor, so maybe things didn't go completely as Vanessa planned, but it was a good episode. Really great episode. Really, really great. If you haven't watched it, I advise you to watch it. If you already watched it, watch it again. Great episode. I love seeing Asta and his teacher work together and going ham on those puppet dolls that are made of special energy. That was awesome. Seeing Mobile again. I love her character. Just her character design and what she uses is awesome. We don't get to see her fight that much, but just seeing her is kind of cool. Seeing Dominia, she's funny. Like, she beats up her husband and is like, then she hugs him afterwards and cries. It's like, what? that was kind of some funny moments as well. But altogether, the episode was very great. But can't wait for next week's episode. But that's all I have for you guys this week, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share with your family and friends. Hit that notification bell, because even if you subscribe and you don't hit it, they won't usually, YouTube won't usually send you the notification. So make sure you hit that bell. And not just for me, but for anyone you'll follow. Make sure you go back to your subscriptions and you hit the bell icon for every single one. Because YouTube been like that lately. If you just subscribe and not hit that bell, you won't really get notified sometimes. Or if you do get notified, you get notified late. So, but I'll see you in the next one. Peace.